sucked into this conversation, Michael.
Okay, look,
I will not.
look, I sent you a play to read that my roommate wrote. It had a great part for me. Did you read it?
Where the hell do you get off sending me your roommate's play for you to star in? I'm your agent, not your mother. I'm not supposed to find plays for you to star in. I'm supposed to field offers. And that's what I do.
You field offers? Who told you that? The agent fairy? That's a significant piece of work. I could have been terrific in that part.
Look, Michael, nobody's gonna do that play.
Why?
Because it is a downer, that's why. Nobody wants to produce a play about a couple that moved to the love canal.
But it actually happened!
Who gives a shit? Nobody wants to spend $20 to watch people living next to a chemical waste. They can see that in New Jersey.
All right, look, I don't want to argue about it, okay? I'm going to raise the $8,000 myself so I can produce this play. I want you to set me up for commercials, anything. Oh, I don't care what it is. I'll do dog commercials. I'll do radio voiceovers. Whatever.
Michael, I can't put you up for anything.
Why not?
Because no one will hire you, Michael.
You know that's not true. I bust my ass for every part. I bust it to get it right. You know I do.
Yes, and you bust everybody else's ass too. That's what you do. A guy's got $4 to put on a play, and you think he wants to argue about whether Tolstoy can walk while he's dying or sing while he's walking?
Now, that was 2 years ago, and that guy was an idiot.
Michael, not everybody. They're all not idiots, Michael. You argue with everybody. You got one of the worst reputations in this town, Michael. Nobody will hire you.
Are you saying that nobody in New York will work with me?
No, that's too limiting, Michael. Nobody in Hollywood will work with you. I can't even set you up for a commercial. You played a tomato for 30 seconds, and they went half a day over schedule because you wouldn't sit down.
Yes, because it wasn't logical.
You were a tomato. A tomato doesn't have logic. A tomato can't move.
That's what I said. That's what I said. How can I, if I can't move, how am I going to sit down? I was a stand-up tomato, a juicy, sexy beefsteak tomato. Nobody does vegetables like me, George. I did an evening of vegetables off Broadway. I did the best tomato, a cucumber. I did the best endive salad. They knocked the critics on their asses.
Michael, look, Michael, I'm trying to stay calm here. You are a wonderful actor.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Well, that was good.
Thank you. That was fun. Oh.
Any comments?
That was very funny.
I thought it was very
It
good.
was very funny.
I liked the way Ed had so much variety in his delivery.
Yeah,
It wasn't
he
just
did.
one-sided. It was very colorful and had depth and, anyway, texture.
Yeah, I like the way you did the energy levels were the same. Like it was very, very realistic. Like people getting spun.
Did you, did you say you've done this before together? Is this,
I remember.
No, I did it here.
Yeah, you
I
did.
I haven't done it
remember
with him.
oh,
Just didn't we?
Yeah, I played Michael.
that.
oh,
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Dorothy Michaels?
Yeah. True.
Get some therapy. Michael, I told you to get some therapy.
It's a
That's
well-written scene.
Yeah.
I love it. Was funny, and it was pretty brutal. I mean, I'm feeling sorry for Keith's character in a way, but also you would really be a pain to work with. And but I loved that. That what do you call it? Counter something. It just worked. It was you two played off each other really nicely. You made me laugh.
Well, I had a little advantage with this because I saw it being done, actually being done.
Being done.
You were on the set?
That was on a set. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, Tootsie, you saw Dustin Hoffman work it?
I saw, and Sydney. And I saw Sydney kind of going over it in the plane, you know?
Wow.
So I had a lot of exposure to it.
Well,
Actually, you used
did
to
a good
pilot
job.
it,
It
yeah.
was
Oh,
very
yeah.
real.
I think it's one of the better things you've done, Ed.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah, well, I had, I didn't want to admit it, but I did have some pretty damn good exposure.
Well, whichever way you get to it, I mean, you got it, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah, I loved it.
I think.
It's such a great flag. And I can give you a little background. Sydney didn't want to do it, not at all. He kept
Because?
telling Dustin, no, I don't want to, blah, blah, blah.
Why?
And Dustin finally called him up and said, I'm not doing it. If you don't do it, I'm not doing it.
And he was great.
So he did it. And he was so, that was one of his greatest, I think, greatest movies ever.
yeah.
And,
Well, he won an award.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
oh, yeah.
Won an
Midnight
Academy
Cowboy
Award.
was his best ever.
You got Best Actor
I
Award.
heard that they did it, and he specifically, because this was like their relationship, he was like, because Dustin Hoffman was so hard at work.
That was Dustin's relationship. He said, he kept saying, you do it, sis. And he said, I don't want to do that. I don't do that. And when we flew together, he told me, he said, this son of a bitch is a pain in the ass. But he won't do it. He simply won't do it. So he said, I'm going to do it. Anyway,
Who directed that? Do you remember, Ed?
Sydney Pollack.
Sydney
I
did it.
think.
He was the director,
Yeah.
okay.
So, after all that, what was missing? Anything missing? Anybody feel anything missing from it? You got all the laudits out there now.
I felt, well, see, I got a little advantage. I felt just sitting there all the time. I really didn't want to do that. I wanted to, because he, you know, I didn't see him do that much, but he did stand up. He had a big, nice, big, beautiful desk. He went over to it. I remember him doing that stuff. But I think that, I didn't want to risk that.
Well, where did you feel that?
Where?
Yeah.
Well,